bit of music on for y'all. Let's get some King Los going on in here. I don't own copyrights to this music, YouTube. You know, y'all go follow Power 106 Los Angeles, King Los, LA Lakers Freestyle, number 95.
You know that, man. One of the best to ever do it. And after this freestyle might just be claimed the best to ever do it. Man, listen. B-More's in the building. 410. When King Los calls, Ravens. The only question is, or the response is, say when.
Yeah, exactly.
Say when.
He said the Baltimore Ravens sent him
He
here
said
today.
they sent him.
Yeah, I appear in courtesy of the Ravens.
Okay.
West Baltimore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
You did. We just gonna jump right in it like this?
Get
right to it, Los. We just gonna do it like that?
People what they
I don't
wanna
even get up. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even get it. Okay, that's great. Look. Let me talk to him this, Sour Milk.
Talk to him.
Look, they say it never comes to fruition unless the vision is crafted. My drive is relentlessly, repetitiously mastered. Progress is positive, pessimism is backward. Since failure ain't attractive, my next decision was drastic. I made it out of pitfalls strictly due to my passion. Supreme intellect, not to mention wisdom to match it. Name another nigga that put up 50 at practice. This shit is magic, even my exhibition is classic. Funny, I ain't end up broke like you predicted. It's 1,000 niggas like you, no need to be too specific. I outmaneuver goofies like you with a few decisions. When the proof is missing, you get reduced to a euphemism. Shit, the truth is wicked. I just threw a surprise party at a see-through mansion, my nigga. I'm stupid gifted. This voodoo mixed with clear struggle and sheer hustle. I'm trying to stretch hands, string me too long and I tear muscle. Nigga, where was you when we was down and we slaved in kitchens? With my homie putting cut on that bird like it's Cajun chicken. I'm amazing. They parade, but my crown wasn't made to fit him. You got signed off my signature style. That's plagiarism. I'm Miyagi with it. Try to kick it like I can kick it. You just begging to get buried alive. But I can dig it, shit, cock the biscuit. Mappers block out and plot a visit. I'm in a Honda Civic with lip stickers. I watch him visit, plot and listen. Get close enough that I can kiss him. Since he pessimistic, I ain't running into my ops to miss him.
Ooh, hold on, man. Hold on, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Hey, they want that old thing back.
Hey.
What else we got, baby? Oh, you come on the LA Lakers.
We're gonna get
show,
started
man.
in a minute, y'all.
Prepared.
We're gonna get started in a minute, y'all.
King Los,
For real.
LA Lakers. Man, look, everybody in the 410.
Right.
Yeah, man. Yo,
Thank you, wifey.
That was just the
Look,
warm-up. Let's go.
Thank you.
look. To hip-hop, I'm Socrates. I'm top 5 in the 5th spot to mockery. The 5th pop, you do the Macarena, get rocked like Slipknot's discography. Your click watching me, hoping I stumble. Your bitch watching me. You know it's a jungle. She like lions, not liars, nigga. I figured you'd be slow to rebuttal. She standing there drooling and dripping. You can only be humble, just be a gentleman. And put your jacket over the puddle. You poodle, that pun was a puzzle. I just want a Rapunzel. You know, she keep them extensions and she come with
Y'all ain't ready for that.
them bundles. Have fun with them double entendres. As I beg your pardon from the nonsense that's conscious. I'm non-responsive, just armed with a conscience. That's in and out dimensions like
Halloween.
What's up? What's up, man? We finna get it started today. Y'all know what it is. We're brothers. We happy and we're singing and we're colored. Oh, hold on. I pinned the wrong one. Hold on. Okay. It's King Lou TV in here, man. This is a big one. This is to my biggest supporters. This is to my biggest fans out there that love watching me, that love looking at me and just examining my facial features and listen to every letter that I say so they can try to make their own alphabets. You know what I mean? This is for y'all. I just want to say, man, thank y'all for being here. Whoever here, hit that like button. If you like the stream, if you don't, I feel you, bro. And you don't supposed to like everything. I know everybody be feeling like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody be feeling like, yeah, I'm gonna just like it because he said it. Like, if you don't like the stream, don't like it, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. Shout out to that last comment that got removed. I know the fro gonna bring out a lot of y'all racism, things like that, but you know what I'm saying? So that's why I really got the fro out. We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. pull up on me. Nah, but for real though, at the end of the day though, I just want to say this, man. I want to say this. I'm not with doing people wrong, bad things, violence, you know what I mean? I don't like bad stuff, y'all. That's just me. I've been like that for some time now. So some of the things that I don't like is the title of this video, like this demonic system, right? This demonic system, and that goes from the child support system, all of the systems, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm actually fighting two of them, is what y'all don't know. You feel me? I'm actually fighting two of them. So it is what it is, but the corruption in these systems has been way before our time. So we're gonna start off with a video. Um, we're gonna start off with a video. I know y'all wanna, hey, you know what? All right, Johnny, God bless you, man. It was nice seeing you, bro. I do wanna let y'all know before I get started, because I know a lot of y'all don't got self-control. I know y'all don't wanna be controlled. Y'all don't even wanna control yourselves. So y'all go around talking about people, doing this, doing that, all that. I understand. It's fine. But this is a serious live. I'm exposing the demonicness in the system, especially towards us black men that we face every day, all the time. Y'all don't even know why a lot of jails and stuff was, I learned one thing, right? Real quick. For every black man, it's a cell, it's a prison cell or jail cell being made. For every black man, there is a cell being created for them at birth. Why? Because 70% of black men go to jail. 30% end up dead. Okay, so that's just the real truth. I'm facing the 2025 slavery. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with both of these systems. You know what I'm saying? It's modern day slavery, bro. Please stay on topic, y'all. That's all I'm gonna ask y'all. Y'all see that last comment? I know a lot of y'all scared to talk about something so serious or whatever the case is. I know y'all scared, but I came on here today to help y'all, man. I want to help those people that's within these systems that want to be better, do better, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? With just my advice, me personally, I wouldn't be able to work within these systems that's created, like child support. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. I wouldn't be able to work on that side of life. Because it seemed like they have policy that's created to destroy black men and women, just like the DCFS system. That system right there, yeah, I feel like it's targeted towards black women. Unfortunately, I was a victim of this system. This system that destroyed black mothers, and unfortunately, guys, my mother was affected. I grew up in the system, y'all. Being a system, I mean, I was snatched away from my mother from a system that felt, hey, you don't deserve to be with your actual child. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like a victim, just talking to y'all on how that is. And I'm going to start off with, like, that was a bad idea from them to tell my mom, she wasn't a fit mother. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm like, bro, perfect or not, I love my OG, you feel me? Everybody feel that way about their mom and their parents, as they should, you know what I mean? But it's crazy because the same people within these systems that feel like, oh, they had the right to tell my mom she didn't deserve me, be the same people that go home and beat their pets, they beat themselves, they abuse themselves. They're functional, miserable people. And they remind me of these young niggas out here on the street that be carrying guns, ready to kill somebody, because this is what they do when they take up stuff like this and they do what they do. So we're going to go over this video right here, y'all. It's called How the U.S. Government Destroyed Black Families. As far as the system, that's what I'm kind of talking about. I know right now, in Chicago, it's a lot going on with the ICE situation. I know I see in the world that it's a lot of People worried about the food stamps going off, and you know, everybody focused on everything else. But the crazy thing is, like, I'm just realizing that even with the government shut down, a lot of y'all still carry the system within y'all livelihoods. Like, y'all are the system. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all people out here, these people that's negative in the comments, doing all that negative, y'all are the system. So whether the government is shut down or not, y'all still systematically lost. And if y'all want me to really cook real quick, like, let me let y'all know too, y'all talking about ICE deporting people. You want to talk about these U.S. Marshals and all that, but let's be 100. The devil been deported, y'all. Do y'all know how many families and relationships and stuff is broken out here because the devil been deported all these people? Look at this dude in the comics. The devil been deported him. He not even here. He shifted. He shifted right to the demonic side of himself. Like a lot of y'all doing. And I'm telling y'all, people are getting deported. People have been deported by the devil, but y'all got to understand, they not dead though. They still here. They still here every day, and they pushing that demonic hate through their jobs, through whatever they got going on. You know what I'm saying? They that's what they got going on. That's them, bro. They been met up with the devil and got deported. They ain't even get deported, honestly. A lot of y'all just walk right into it. You know what I'm saying? Shifting into demonic portals and all that. Y'all been there. Y'all been got recruited. You know what I'm saying? You could tell from people actions how evil they is. I ain't gonna lie, I never seen so many people, you know, just to bring this up, I never seen so many people hate somebody even after they die until the young man passed away on in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never seen that many people that look like they got class, people that look like they got, you know what I'm saying? I never seen that before in my life, even though I didn't agree with a lot. I never seen that much. This now, today, what we going through, y'all, I'm crossing up my words for real because it's like, I ain't never seen this much hate. And I'm a black brother from the hood of Chicago, bro. I ain't never seen this much hate in the atmosphere. Damn, you damn nigga taste the hate out here. Been chosen and assigned to work for the devil. They're his minions. Yeah, they his minions, bro. Then y'all go around and y'all watch people. And you make up stuff on them and you try to make people be evil like you. Like, ain't nobody evil like you. Don't make me evil like you. That's you. You evil by yourself. You want to go plot on killing somebody and telling somebody to kill you and pull up on you or whatever wrong with you. That's you, G. Don't put me in that. That ain't me. I am not thinking about pulling up on nobody or pulling off or pulling around them. I ain't trying to do no pulls at all. I ain't even trying to push you. I'm going to disappear on you. Deuces, just like that meme when dude used to disappear. Like, yeah, whoever watching this, put that clip in on this part. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gone, bro. I'm literally not trying to. I came to a point in my life, right, where like, I don't care how you feel about me. And that's you. That's to everybody out there. I don't care, bro. Because if I was to care, say, for example, you feel like, oh, no, you a black dude. You got to be a thug. I don't care. I'm not. Clap it up for him, y'all. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of damn cyber stalking, gang stalking, NPC, zombie, bot narcissists. Yeah, a lot of y'all weird. And y'all know, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like a lot of people do weird, evil stuff because they know they feel like they head be shaped weird, or they just feel like they bodies be shaped weird. They be so insecure, though, is what I'm saying. They be so insecure. Yeah, I don't like how my right arm hangs a little bit longer than my left arm. I'm gonna make him suffer. You know what I'm saying? Like, this how y'all really think out there, and I'm gonna pray for y'all. Cause y'all need help. Y'all. I'm pointing right at you because I know you watching me. You know I'm you. You need some help, G. You steady watching me, steady making up stuff, trying to say, I'm saying this, I'm saying that. No, you saying that because you low-key mad. You mad. Now you watching me now. Watch my finger now. Now what? Yeah, nanny poopy. It's so many demonic systems out here, y'all. They not people no more, y'all. They are systems. These people have became walking demonic zombie systems, G. Real talk, bro. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm sick and tired of the games. Just because I look like I'm from the hood. Yeah, nigga might be from the hood. So what? Shit. I'm from the hood, though. Now I got to say this real. I am from the hood, though. I mean, me personally, it's like, y'all don't never pick y'all battles right. Like I'm the type of person. Well, I see that other hood dude, and if I was y'all, I'll be like, man, I'm gonna leave that person alone. Especially if they showing me that they cool and they might be from the hood. I'm gonna leave them alone. Let me leave them alone. I ain't got nothing against you, champ. I don't put nothing past nobody though, whether you from the hood or not. I feel like a white woman out there do something to you. I feel like it's probably white women out here that's more dangerous than young black YNs in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. I feel like it's white men and women and black men and women out. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get into this video because I was just letting y'all know, like, I'm tired of y'all steady watching me tweaking. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Straight up, you know who I'm talking to. Show him. Tell him. He's pointing a finger at the camera. Like, yeah, point a finger at you. Anyway, this video is called, shout out to Black Culture Unlocked. I'm sorry, y'all. Shout out to Black Culture Unlocked. We're going to unlock this video, and we're going to talk about this demonic system that is destroying black families. We're going to go ahead and give a shout out to Black Culture Unlocked real quick. One time, go ahead, clap it up for them. Appreciate it. All right, then the next one, the title is How the U.S. Government Destroyed Black Families. Y'all know I don't know how to read, right, because I'm a black man, and I ain't that intelligent and all that, right? Yeah. Calling out every damn detail. Flipping screen. You know what? Stop before you get me going. All right, we're going to get it cracking. We're going to get it cracking through here, though, because I'm tired of people sitting back, shaped weird as hell, just goofy as hell, just shaped weird, sound weird. I ain't never been around that many people that got that many weird ass voices. Oh, hello. Like, is you a Teletubby or is you a... All right, let's go. Let's get it cracking, though, y'all. We're going to go ahead and unlock this video. Let's get it.
Home in order for their children to get meat and bread. There are so many dehumanizing elements in the welfare system that we are concerned about.
You said what? He said he put on a video in there. Oh, my soul. Yeah, go ahead and tell him. Let me go ahead and holler at y'all real quick. Go on and tell him. Yep, I did it. Ooh, you a bad boy. Yep, I done did it, man. I'm not finna keep sitting back in y'all system and y'all tormenting me and messing with me, and I ain't doing nothing with y'all. And y'all coming over here in my crib. This my crib. This my life. What you think you gonna come over here and stop something that I'm doing? You're not finna do it. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're not finna keep being so corrupt to me. And I'm just finna sit here and let you keep being like that. So I'm exposing the corruption in these demonic systems, just like Black Culture Unlocked did, just like everybody else on here did. We're going to go through it. We're going to go through the system that my mama had to face that lost me too, that's destroying black mothers. We're going to go over a few of that. We got a few of those. I mean, hell, I didn't see the story where a lot of y'all, well, it was foster care agencies out here killing kids, murdering them. Oh, he said murdering. It is. It's up here. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to pull it up for y'all. We're going to go over corruption within the system that's destroying black women that my mama had to deal with. And we're going to go over the systems in a whole, the government that y'all want to open back up so bad so y'all can finish being under control correctly. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping y'all know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, you know what I'm saying? We finna go ahead and get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. You know what I'm saying?
Ultimately, we're concerned about a guaranteed annual income. And the other thing I think it is very necessary to say is that everybody's on welfare in this country.
Yeah.
And when it comes to black people and poor people, we just call it something else. When it's for white people and rich, we call it subsidies.
Okay. Cook something up with it real quick. Y'all go follow him, man.
Households are more common in the black community. A survey from the American Consensus Institution revealed that 67% of black children under 18 in the U.S. live in homes without fathers.
Oh. What'd you say again, bro?
That 67% of black children under 18 in the US live in homes without fathers. This is a stark contrast to white children, as only 24% of them live in fatherless homes.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? 24% of them live, you know what I'm saying?
This is a stark contrast to white
you feel
children,
me? You
as
know what I'm
only
saying?
24% of them live in fatherless homes. But it wasn't always like that. The black families survived generations of...
Look, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, you know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Like with the demonic systems, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all gotta stop, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all gotta stop acting like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know these systems is demonic, you know what I'm saying? They be out here taking people's kids, you know what I'm saying? They be out here locking the black man up, you know what I'm saying? Like they really designed the system, you know what I'm saying, to be like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, like, you know what I'm saying, like destroying black families, you know what I'm saying? So stick around, you know, like, comment, and subscribe, you know what I'm saying? So you can, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
open racism, widespread poverty, and slavery. They lived through segregation and violence, and strong family bonds used to be the norm.
As of 1960, 2/3 of all black American children were living with both parents. That declined over the years until only 1/3 were living with both parents in 1995. So it's not the legacy of slavery that
Damn! That was crazy. And I was born in 1991. So just finding that out is crazy, bro.
American children were living with both parents. That declined over the years until only 1/3 were living with both parents in 1995. So
bro, that shit changed drastically, bro. You know how many people that is? Because I don't know exactly, because I wasn't that good at math either, but I'm just saying, bro, damn, by 1995.
It's not the legacy of slavery that destroys the African American family.
It's the legacy of the welfare state.
Between 1890 and 1950, the marriage rate was much higher among black women than white women. A fraction of black children lived in homes.
Hold on, you said what?
It's the legacy of the welfare state.
Between 1890 and 1950, the marriage rate was much higher among black women than white women. A fraction of black children lived in homes without their fathers. But everything changed with the expansion of the welfare state. It divided the household and created a dependency on welfare.
Okay. So basically they was like, man, look, our white women ain't getting married like that. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna have to take these black men out these houses, you know what I'm saying? Because these black women steady coming in here getting married, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta do something, you know what I'm saying? Like we can't just keep going through this like this, watching these families unite, you know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy though, bro. Like for real. And then y'all talk about the black community so much, but you don't. How many people know this? Well, I mean, obviously, a lot of people more than likely know this, but I don't think a lot of people act on this and be pure with their intentions. I feel like a lot of people run with being black and they just try to get money off our story and what we faced it and what was designed. But we're going to dive deep into the demonic evilness that the system has created. So now we just discovered, right, that this system was literally like, bro, it ain't enough white women getting married, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too many black women. There's too many black families connected. We gonna pay them to disconnect the family. That's why Kanye West said slavery is a choice, because it's up to the woman now to take the money and remove the father, or deny the money and keep growing with them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
This kind of reminds me of what President Reagan said.
I've always felt the 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
So.
Damn. He said what?
In the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
So I said demonic system because obviously he just told y'all some of the most dangerous words he said was to really say the government, say that you from the government and you here to help. You know, these systems that take mothers from their children, they really feel like they here to help. These systems that put these fathers on child support, they feel like they here to help. They really do. And I put my hand right here because I really need y'all to understand this is really something that was deeply rooted into the system. So if you're a part of it, you're a part of the wrecking ship or the wrecking crew. Or should I say the mafia?
What happened? What's the mechanism? Here is a detailed look at how the welfare state played a role in the dissolving of the family structure over the years.
Okay.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
just
Like I
by
said,
thinking
y'all
about
go
it.
follow Black
Meet
Culture
Base
Unlocked.
44, a complete AI
My
creation
first time
platform.
watching this video too.
People say that the breakdown of traditional family units, family structures, is a byproduct of Black poverty, not just because there is no man to support the family financially, but also because women tend to earn less than men on average. Of course, the connection between the two is there, but it goes deeper than that. Welfare was a mean little business. It was designed to get people by in a pinch. Public assistance programs, like welfare entitlements, have been a part of American culture since the 1940s. Unfortunately, like in many other aspects of government institutions, Black Americans were left out. In time, Black people could also get financial support, but it wasn't easy. Mothers who applied for checks had to let social workers inspect their homes to see if their conditions were suitable for welfare.
Come on now. So you create a system that's supposed to provide help and then make people come see if they really need help? Or should I say control them in their household, control these mothers in their household? Come on now. Make that make a little bit of sense, man. Just a little bit of it. Not a lot. You know what I'm saying?
These workers also had to make sure no man was living in the house.
They had to make sure no man was living in the house for them to. So this must have been before the little situation they created the other system. So this was just them getting approved for financial assistance. They was checking the home, making sure it wasn't no man in the house.
But even if they qualified for support, the amount they received was meager and not enough to build a stable life. In the early 1960s, welfare was not yet common, even in the most impoverished Black communities. In the decade that followed, the number of Black people on welfare went up by 169%. They further increased by 30% from 1970 to 1975. In 1972, New York City, almost 1 out of every 6 residents was on welfare. A major portion of these households were Black. Although Black people were only around 1/10 of all Americans, they made up almost 50% of all welfare recipients by the late 70s. A recent UNICEF report showed that many children under 18 in America struggle financially, and African American children are nearly 4 times more likely to be in poverty than white children.
Ouch. Do y'all know what poverty is? Especially out here in Chicago. Could you imagine?
The number of families receiving cash assistance has decreased since 1996. Child poverty rates for Black children in the U.S. remain high. This outcome is not by accident. I studied the evolution of...
He said this outcome
in the U.S.
is
remain
not
high.
by accident,
This outcome is not by accident.
The outcome of families being, Black families being separated. Oh, snap. The outcome of Black families being separated and getting and Black mothers getting their home inspected to see if the father is home. This was like literally intentionally created for that. And I know it's people out there like, duh. Do you see how wrong that this system is created, bro? What did we do to make y'all? Oh, I know it's the melanin. I know. It's probably the afro too that got y'all like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's cool, you know what I'm saying?
I studied the evolution of social welfare policies in the U.S. from the New Deal to the 1996 reforms, and found that these policies have been discriminatory from the start, and a lot of people can confess to that. This led many Black families to fall into cultural and economic ruin. In a short period, healthy Black people started relying on government assistance to achieve some level of normalcy. But within the city slums, that normalcy was impossible to get. Black children barely knew their fathers, and most were raised by unemployed and unmarried mothers stuck in a cycle of poverty and modest paychecks. This marked a significant shift in Black American history. The consequences were severe for the next generation. Let's start with the Social Security Act of 1935. It was introduced during Franklin Roosevelt's administration. It was designed to create the safety net in the country, safeguarding families from losing their income. It was viewed as a significant part of New Deal reform and paved the way for federal protections in the future, such as the Affordable Care Act and Medicare. This policy had 2 main parts. The first part had social insurance programs that provided financial support to dependents of deceased or incapacitated workers, and Social Security for retired older Americans. The second part comprised means-tested public assistance programs, initially known as Aid to Dependent Children, and later renamed Aid to Families with Dependent Children. In 1962, under the Kennedy administration, ideally, it was believed that as the overall quality of life in the country improved, more families could support themselves without needing financial assistance from the ADC program. Eventually, the ADC program would become unnecessary and gradually phase out on its own. But this posed a major problem for Black Americans. Like any other component of the New Deal, the origins of the Social Security Act were deeply rooted in racism. During the 1930s and 1940s, Black people had to deal with widespread racial discrimination in the workplace. They held low-paying jobs, often paid in cash and off the books.
So everything that people feel like, yeah, I'm waiting for my Social Security, I'm waiting for my link, I'm waiting for that, I'm waiting for, it's all just to keep you under control. And then they make it hard for us to get a job. So how am I supposed to get a job? And then a lot of people living in poverty, well, you're going to have to fight for your life out of the poverty just to get to a job to hope you get it, when you more than likely probably going to have to fight to get it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this made him ineligible for social insurance programs.
I'll be honest, my first therapy session did not go well, but it taught me something important. You don't get the best results by paying.
The ADC program was an extension of state-run programs that supported widowed mothers, but mostly benefited white widows. The states decided eligibility and need, and since the separate but equal doctrine was in place, blacks were still excluded from fully participating. Jim Crow laws and the separate but equal doctrine led to a system with different services for whites and blacks. But as we all know by now, they were far from equal. States made efforts to cut down ADC enrollment and costs. They proposed residency requirements to prevent blacks from...
Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, I'm back, y'all. We learning here, y'all. We learning before I get deep into what I'm talking about and start really cooking, which is not going to be soon. And I'm going to be cooking as I'm, let's plan this video. We learning. We just listening and learning. You know, accept you are a great person. They can't accept that I'm a great person. They need to fit me in the stereotype that the system has created. So y'all want to remove us black men from the home and then put us in poverty, put us against each other, make everything hard. So when I do make it to your area, I'm going to have to hope that you hire me, because naturally you really not. And that ain't how y'all systems made up and y'all policies. Yeah, I get it.
Qualifying for the program. In 1935, there was a hearing on a bill, and the NAACP, an organization that fights for civil rights, expressed their concerns. Southern politicians wanted to exclude agricultural and domestic workers from the bill. This meant that many black workers couldn't get the support they needed. This exclusion would particularly affect black sharecroppers and cash tenants, who were already struggling to make ends meet. Even though the NAACP was highly against it, the Social Security Act was approved. That's why 65% of African Americans nationwide were not eligible for benefits, and an even larger percentage of these black families in the South were excluded from the program. In the 1950s and 60s, things got even worse for black families. Welfare checks incentivized single-mother households, and there was one rule that ruined it all: the man-in-the-house rule. Black families have been victims of income inequality.
So you got to know what you know when you talk about what you talk about. And me, I'll be knowing what I'm talking about.
White were not eligible for benefits, and an even larger percentage of these black families in the South were excluded from the program. In the 1950s and 60s, things got even worse for black families. Welfare checks incentivized single-mother households, and there was one rule that ruined it all: the man-in-the-house rule.
Man-in-the-house rule. That's why y'all don't really be liking me, though, for real. No cap. Just got my coffee, man. I'm feeling great. That's crazy. Y'all see that? This is why I titled it Demonic City. How demonic is that to make an actual man in the house rule? A man in the house brings structure to the home. A man in the house brings and teaches things in the household that keeps children from being chaotic. A lot of this world is so destructive because a lot of these young adults, these kids, these elders, a lot of us didn't have our fathers in our lives because man in the house rule, right?
Black families have long been the victims of income inequality and bad government policies. The irony, of course, is that conservatives pushed black...
So I don't get why they always try to say victim, victim, victim. When, bro, that's like, huh? I don't get that part about a lot of other cultures that say that about us.
Mothers to break their families to get welfare. Before 1968, many states and administrative agencies created and enforced the man in the house rule. This rule basically meant that if there is a working or healthy man in the house, the government can't help you. And
my heart aches for us as a black community. It's so sad how we are really lost in the sauce. Don't know what it costs if you don't stay woke. If you don't stay woke, the system will easily suck you right in. The system is the matrix. Pretty much. I mean, man in the house rule. Sound like you finna get into something else that was pretty strong. I mean, it obviously this is something that I think I would say the system is slavery. I mean, like the system is the matrix, it's slavery, it's what is destroying the world. You know what I mean? Things like that. You know what I'm saying?
That if there is a working or healthy man in the house, the government can't help you. And they would go as far as to send welfare.
Damn, a nigga can't even be working and healthy? Damn, they gotta be unhealthy and unemployed. That's crazy.
Workers to visit the homes without warning to check if a man was present. If they found any evidence whatsoever, families lost their welfare benefits. Over the years, the welfare state started dissolving the family structure, slowly but surely. A man who can't get a decent job and provide a substantial income suddenly believes that his family is better off without him. So, if a man were to lose his job, he literally had to leave the house so his children could get government surplus peanut butter, beans, and cheese. On the other hand, if either the woman or the man, or both, were irresponsible, they faced no consequences for their actions. And it was the taxpayers who ended up paying for it. These things aren't exactly designed to keep the marriage intact. They are meant to divide people. The harm done to the children was massive. Many children experienced the hurt from
This is a crazy lesson we learning today, y'all, as we, go over a few things. When we unite, though, it's strong. When we unite, we are strong. With common sense, we are strong. Physically, we are already strong, but if we become stronger mentally and stop being weak to the system, man, yeah, that's what I want to say to everybody that's watching this video. Like, don't be afraid to just be positive. I had just earlier commented under a young brother's page that was trying to, I think he had asked the comment section something about his skill set being compared to Mike Tyson or something like that. And I said, you know what? Instead of being like the generational cursed people in this world, that like the few people that came in here negative, they got blocked. I said, man, I'm gonna push love through the comments, bro. So I said, man, I believe in you, man. Ooh. And he was like, thank you. And I just want to push love, man. I got a few channels that I follow where I just push love, and just show people that it's time. The time is now, y'all. Don't wait till them food stamps go off for real. Because y'all don't even know if they playing with y'all to make y'all. This should show y'all that the system, is being shut down. Technically, is the matrix not being able to be. And this is why a lot of chaos is created. And it has been, they know what they're doing, y'all.
Families at such a young age. In 1960, just 33% of Black American children didn't live with two parents. But by 1988, that rate went up to 61%. In that time, the proportion of Black children born to single mothers rose from 23% to more than 60%. This is exactly why we can't judge government policies based on their ideals, but based on their results. And these results, well, left a ton of households fatherless. I mean, think about it. What would the result have been if this welfare policy had required the opposite of that both parents live in the same home and care for their children to receive government assistance?
Well, that would bring a lot of peace in the world, and I feel like peace is just too quiet for people's demonic souls that work within these systems. So they not finna require us to be there. They want us out of there. They need that chaos, and with disaster brings money, etc., etc. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get it cracking.
Couldn't do. It broke families to receive government assistance. The welfare state did what slavery couldn't do. It broke families apart. And broken families fuel poverty. The structure of the family can influence the choices children make. For example, boys raised without their fathers are more likely to drop out of school, get violence, use drugs, or go to jail. Girls.
That's why the system, this is why, guys, real quick. This is why the system, right? They look at a person like me. We're going to go back real quick and let them say it one more time. This is why.
Family can influence the choices children make. For example, boys raised without their fathers are more likely.
Boys raised without their fathers.
To drop out of school.
Are more likely to drop out of school.
Get violence.
Get violence.
Drugs or go to jail.
Use drugs and
girls
go to jail.
Are more.
So this is why people that's watching me now, they want to paint a narrative of me being violent, or they want to paint this narrative of me being a threat or whatever the case, because I am not what the system has technically created within y'all, becoming shift system bots, zombies. And it's unbelievable to everybody. So they just, people within the system, they looking at me like, no, he has to be. He has to be. He has to be. So, y'all got to understand other black men out there. You know what I mean? And it's definitely to, like, my sons. You know what I mean? Like, I need y'all to understand, man. Like, this system was naturally created against us, y'all. And this is all black men worldwide. I don't care what nobody say. I'm obviously showing y'all the proof. A lot of y'all know the proof. But if you know the proof, let's be better to each other as brothers then, man. All right? What do? Every time I see a brother, I greet him respectfully, genuinely, and say, God bless you, man. That's what I'm starting it already. I'm doing it. Anybody that's seen me in person know, like, I'm very polite, bro. And I've been like this, and I'm going to be like this. The system don't like that. The system has created a world of zombie bot demons, though. The system already created. That's why I said, people talking about the government shutdown, it don't matter. You already created the government within inside of yourself and your lifestyle. Y'all are the system. This ain't nothing but a bunch of men and women systems out here walking around. That's why people be claiming the left and the right side and all that, but they talk about gangbangers and they talk about thugs and they talk about drama. They do all that stuff, bro. They do all that. People are the system, bro. All right, darling, man. Have a great day, bro. You know what I mean? Have a great day. You know what I'm saying? And God bless you. But you're going to have to get up out of here, gang. We're going to finish going back to this situation, though. We're going to get back to the cooking session. It was designed like this. It was created like this. I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Y'all just got to really understand that we're not supposed to be going through this stuff quietly, guys. Because I'm not about to. I'm not about to ever in my life. I never did before. I'm not about to now. I know if I'm wrong, I am wrong. I've been through situations and I've learned that this is why I'm so nice to people, y'all, because I've learned that you want to be nice to people. You never know what you will get back. So please treat people with the love and the kindness that you want to get treated with. So that's what I do. But let's finish getting cooking.
Likely to have a child out of wedlock or engage in sexual activities at a very early age. These children are also more prone to mental health problems, which can affect them as adults. A psychology test detailed in Roy Baumeister and John Tierney's book, Willpower.
A psychology test. A lot of people don't understand therapy, but you gotta really, I ain't gonna say therapy. I'm gonna say y'all don't understand the system overall, because I feel like a lot of stuff like that came into play from the natural creation of how they targeted black families, destroyed them, and then looked at them and said, oh, your mind fucked up? Cool. Even though we fucked it up, go get you some help from one of our people so they could, you know what I mean?
showed that children from fatherless households were more likely to settle for a small prize straight away. In contrast, children with fathers present were more willing to wait for a bigger prize. Experts from the Northwestern Institute for Policy Research challenged that these effects are primarily due to dangerous neighborhoods or poor schools. They found that the direct effect of family structure itself played a more significant role. As marriage rates declined among the poor and working class in the US, the institution of marriage has remained strong among the wealthier population, with similar rates to those from 50 years ago. At the same time, the decrease in marriage among the working class has led to a significant rise in out-of-wedlock births, often to couples who are living together without being married. This happens because people view marriage as an ideal situation, but feel it is unachievable, yet they still want to have children. In the mid-1980s, the rates of fatherless households dramatically increased. Today, just 44% of black children live with their fathers. Also, a lot more black children are born outside of marriage. The rates of such cases went up from 24.5% in 1964 to 70.7% by 1994, which remains at a similar level today. Many people blame the expansion of welfare programs for the breakdown of black families. Since 1935, people have had access to cash welfare, but this welfare was quite modest and not enough to cover any of the living expenses.
Right.
Johnson's Great Society, which began in 1964, welfare benefits became much more generous and controlled. When I mean controlled, I mean crazy. The man-in-the-house rule discouraged marriage because it provided welfare assistance to mothers if no man was living in the house. If a mother married an employed man, even one earning the minimum wage, it jeopardized her financial support. These benefits were huge. The Great Society programs offered a way out for low-income black families.
Right.
This could be why, in 1964, only 7% of American children were born out of wedlock, compared to the current rate of 40%. So basically, the government urged mothers to keep fathers out of the home and paid them well for doing so. Shifts in the labor market and deindustrialization greatly impacted job opportunities, especially for low-skilled workers. It hurt both whites and black people, but black communities were the most affected. Here's an example. Imagine a city like Detroit, where the manufacturing industry was the top employer, and many black men held manufacturing jobs. Here, in the 1970s, 56% of black men were in the manufacturing industry, but by 2000, it dropped to 26%. Over the years, technological advancements and economic shifts created a demand for skilled workers in other sectors, like healthcare or technology. These new jobs required a higher level of education and specialized skills. The problem was the lower level of education among black men on average. As jobs increasingly required education beyond high school, black men faced many challenges. This made it harder for them to adapt to the changing job market and find new employment in other industries. White men were better equipped to handle the changing job market. They had higher education and a greater chance of securing well-paid jobs in emerging industries. Then there was the 90s gear change. In the late 1990s, efforts to reform the AFDC program took on more subtle forms of racism. Critics claimed that the program encouraged out-of-wedlock births, irresponsible fatherhood, and dependency across generations. During this time, there was a lot of public concern about the cost of welfare programs. Some people believed that the programs contributed to rising taxes and national debt. It tapped into public fears and created a seriously negative perception of people who received welfare. There were a lot of misconceptions and stereotypes about those who lived in poverty.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store.
You ain't gotta dare me, bro. I'm good.
So, the reform bill that was eventually passed replaced the AFDC with TANF, Temporary Assistance to Needy Families. The new bill imposed stricter work requirements, expecting single mothers to find work within 2 years of receiving benefits. There was also a 5-year limit on receiving benefits. To promote traditional family values, teenage mothers didn't receive benefits, but that was not all. If a father were to fall behind on child support payments, they could face threats of imprisonment. The bill
Come on, bro.
restricted the use of federally funded TANF for certain groups of immigrants. There were also eligibility limitations on Medicaid, food stamps, and supplementary Social Security income, SSI. These measures were just too harsh. They made it difficult for families in need to get proper financial support. Instead of addressing the root of poverty and creating new employment opportunities, it just punished those who already struggled financially. Well, today, modern problems require new solutions. According to Forbes, the economic status of black Americans is still far behind compared to white people in terms of stock ownership, net worth, income, home ownership, and other metrics. In the United States, black workers earn about 30% less than white workers. Almost 50% of black workers are working in retail, food services, healthcare, and accommodation, and a huge chunk of these workers are doing lower paying services. Imagine getting paid more than 40% less than white men for doing the exact same job. If you are a black woman in the US, this is more likely to happen. In 2020, black women earned around 58% of what white men earned on average. Similar to Latinas and Native women, black women face a much more significant pay gap compared to all women. This is because they face both racism and sexism in the workplace. Today, the Social Security program is a backbone for many black families. It protects them through disability, retirement, or death. The program is crucial because African Americans often lack financial resources and have higher disability rates. The program is meant to help those who earn low income get benefits. Those who heavily rely on Social Security are older black people with lower lifetime earnings and fewer pension benefits. For example, in 2017, 35% of married and 58% of unmarried older black people received 90% or more of their income from Social Security. Despite its importance, black Americans still benefit less overall from the program because of the ongoing pay disparities and shorter life expectancies. These factors result in lower lifetime earnings and in turn reduce the total benefits received from Social Security.
If y'all wondering why I'm so quiet, bro, I'm just soaking up the knowledge. This is King Lou TV School right now, and we're gonna cook up real soon because I ain't gonna be too long, y'all. But we're gonna go ahead and get it cracked.
In 2005, President George W. Bush wanted to make some changes and planned to privatize the program. But the NAACP responded with a nationwide campaign called SOS, Save Our Social Security, and partnered with the Congressional Black to keep the program safe. It worked. Social Security is still an important support system for countless families. Unfortunately, our country has made very few efforts to reduce the disparities in wealth and income between black and white households. Despite
you said they do this to make it hard for us from the get-go. No bullshit. They make it impossible to beat their system in any type of way. In order to beat their system, you have to put on the full armor of God. That's the only way that, you really outcome and you overcome this. This is how I overcame a lot of stuff because I realized that, being a man of God, it's nothing that could take that away from me. So nobody could take that away. Like it's a wrap. So I suggest y'all find God and let him lead y'all life, because the system, this world, for us melanin people, and it sounds like all cultures are at risk as of up to date 2025 right now. Like y'all better hold on to something tight.
Laws against pay discrimination. Black men earn 83 cents and black women earn 62 cents for every dollar earned by white men. Also, practices like redlining or housing discrimination have made it nearly impossible or much less profitable for black families to own homes. These structural barriers create fewer opportunities.
You see our boy Sleepy, what'd he say? He say, man, I got a 7. He said he got a 7-something credit score and he couldn't get approved for something. He said, man, he don't even care no more. You know what I'm saying? Demi, what's happening? He said he don't even care no more. He said he don't care about his credit no more because he said, as we all would think, right? If I get a higher credit score, right, I'm gonna be able to get this, I'm gonna be able to get that. No, that's not for every pieces. I'll say pieces. That's not for all skin colors, unfortunately. And this is something that was embedded in the system that a lot of people love so much.
For black people to accumulate wealth and save for retirement. When the pandemic hit, Social Security became even more critical. Many black adults lost jobs, and many small businesses were forced to close. The coronavirus made it very difficult to keep up with mortgage or rental payments. The thing is, today, more black Americans are more likely to enter a church to go to a funeral than to celebrate a wedding. Fatherless homes, declining marriage rates, and high divorce rates are challenging the black community to the core. Imagine as a young child living in poverty with a single mother in a poor and drug-infested neighborhood. Over the years, you would have witnessed.
This is why it's a lot of violence and stuff going on. For example, in my city, like Chicago, these kids don't have nothing. These young teens, they don't have nothing. Their mama in there probably pissed, or she probably at work because she shouldn't be suffering the way she's suffering. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
List how this would impact your chances of success, like finishing high school and getting a good job. Because of this, many black children are raised with little expectations or a sense of hope. Now, some might argue that it takes a village to raise a kid, but in reality, the urban public housing village is drenched in toxic influences like violence, drugs, and bad role models. And in that village, fatherless boys are left alone to figure out what it takes to be a man. So, where do they look? To one another. And in many cases, they turn to gangs and the streets. Girls' lives, too, are deeply damaged in fatherless households. Without a father figure, young girls can experience psychological and emotional challenges. They can have lower self-esteem and struggle to form healthy relationships with men. Teen pregnancy is a common problem. They can also struggle with economic hardships and poor academic performance. For things to change, we need to acknowledge that the absence of black men is damaging countless households. To fill this void, it is essential to reunite fathers with their children, but also to teach the younger generation the value of family structures. But this is something that will take time and a lot of effort. All in all, the US welfare system is a clear reflection of its economic policies and the nation's long history of racism. From the very beginning, the policy excluded black Americans who were already struggling financially. The man in the house rule only made things worse, which greatly impacted black households. The expansion of welfare led to a decrease in fathers' involvement in raising their children, leaving mothers to struggle alone in jobless poverty. This created a new reality for poor blacks, where work became optional, fathers were rare, and dysfunction became common. The lack of family loyalty and work ethic led to a new oppositional racial outlook among young black males who often resorted to crime. Now, years later, the impact of the rule can still be felt. A lot of black children have grown up without a father, and they can easily go astray. The situation is hard for overworked and exhausted single mothers. The more children they had, the harder it was to get a job. I just want to point out the brutal reality that led to such circumstances. The welfare culture discouraged individual responsibility. It pushed people to make hard choices, which damaged their families and put everyone involved in challenging positions. This is a reality that many now have to live with. If you enjoyed this documentary, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We are just telling stories, we're changing lives, and waking the culture up. The video on the screen shares why they are banning black history in schools. Click on it now to watch. It will change your perspective on our history.
That was an amazing video, and I'm going to just give y'all my take on that video and let y'all know why I titled this Demonic Systems. I titled it Demonic Systems because obviously the proof was just in y'all face. Look at what they doing, bro. Look at what they've been doing. Look at what they've been created. Y'all finna keep following that? How you think you a good person and you over there and you really not, and you really just pushing hate and you really just doing everything out of straight hatred? There's so many evil people in these systems, y'all. It's not funny. I feel like certain people should get evaluated in these jobs, whether it's police officers, firefighters, caseworkers. It don't matter what they is. They should have like a monthly mental evaluation to where it's like a social experiment almost to see if they really like people or if they got grudges. Because a lot of people be working in these systems, they be having grudges towards like black men because they got robbed by black men before, or they hate black women because they fought a black woman, or a black woman must have took their husband or something. Who knows? All I'm saying is it's helping the narrative be pushed to where in society, people today, right now, still give that slavery look of like, what you think you doing out here? You know, who you think you is, you know? So kids don't have, what's up? So kids don't have the opportunities. Yeah, man, the kids, the young brothers gonna turn into young teens and they're gonna turn into young men. And they ain't getting no guidance because the fathers couldn't be in the home. But some situations, they said, if a father lost his job or whatever, the only way his family could get assistance is if he leaves. So that means he had to go out there with the wolves. He had to. It wasn't a choice because he lost his job. You know what I'm saying? I love my afro. Shout out to my fro, man. I know it's making a lot of people that hate black men pissed off. But we taking this live back to the 90s. We're brothers. I'm going to say that all through this live. But I know the system, man. I know this system, and it's a demonic system, y'all. Filled with a bunch of evil people that want to, you know, destroy people for their own reason and for their personal dislikes, for for whatever it is. Picture this, y'all. It's people out here trying to paint a picture in the narrative of me being an evil person, and people like Mo and Demi can comment right now the type of person that I am, the young black man that I am, growing up in the streets of Chicago, going through the trial and error I've been through. They know my story. A lot of people in here know too. And they know, like, at the end of the day, Lou ain't gonna pull up on you, not King Lou TV. They know me, they know, and it's not to please nobody, y'all, for real though. But I'm not the violent type of person that a lot of people want me to be, even though I'm a black man. I get it. Systematically, I should be out here shooting guns and toting guns and threatening everybody, whether they are part of an agency or a police officer. I should just be out here ballistic. I'm going to kill everybody. That's how y'all want me to be. But I do want to let y'all know y'all wrong. I will never be like that. And I got people to back me up like Demi and Mo and my wife, of course, that can also let y'all know, like, this is a good dude. I'm a good dude, y'all. And I'm not a good person to prove to people that all black men aren't good. No, I'm a good person because I like when good stuff happened to me. So I make good stuff happen to other people, and I'll be good to them. And I'll be nice to them. I just hate how people get into this world and they forget that you can only go through a good life when you're good to people and good to your life. You have to be good to yourself for people to be good to you. You get what I'm saying? You have to. That's the only way that it's going to work. You can't be out here being mean to people and evil to people, okay? And then expect for people to, you know what I mean, treat you like this and treat you like that. It don't go like that. Unfortunately, it don't go like that. Right? They do the same to women. Everybody ain't an angry black woman. It's not all angry black women out here, bro. It's not all angry black men and women out here, y'all. Please cut the narratives out. It's nice black men out here like me that ain't gonna pull up on you, that ain't gonna bother you, that ain't gonna say nothing. And he might look real dangerous. He might be real dangerous. But you know what? He's not the type of black man that's finna throw his life away over an emotion of anger. I don't do that. I'm not finna throw my life away for nothing. I'm not gonna lie to you. My life is already given to God. That's who lead me every day. It's not gonna change, y'all. So you could watch me and make up whatever. You could do whatever. You could say whatever. I will never be that, statistic created black man that y'all want to see. Videos in the short section. Check them out there. Okay, I got you. Racial tendencies is what they have, y'all. You have to teach people how to treat you. You got to teach them how to treat you. That's why I'll be looking like, how you treating me wrong when I don't do nothing but got mad love and respect for you. This is what I do every day I wake up, y'all. Quick scenario on how I think, how I wake up, how I move when I'm out here in the world. I wake up before I leave out, say whatever, get whatever I got to get. Walk out the door. Once I step out the door, the first stranger I see, if they speaking and they genuine and they cool, I'm going to give them the same energy back. But in my mind, I'm like, I'm not going out here to go kill nobody. I'm not going out here because I'm mad and I'm going to take my anger out on the first person that say something to me. No, I'm really trying to see, how many good people out here in the world, because I'm good. But I'm not finna go mad at other people's business or nothing like that. I'm just letting y'all know I live politely. I live good because I want good to come back to me. I'm not finna go around yelling at people and strangers and I'm just an angry black man and nah, bro. That ain't me, bro. That ain't it, bro. That ain't it, dog. And that's it. That's all. That's the system created exactly what they talk about.
Hello.
The system created exactly what they talk about. And I noticed that they get upset when you don't become the systematic black man that they want you to be. I know they hate it when they see the nice black women out there, but I feel like they hate it when they see the black brothers out here like me that ain't sagging, that ain't thugging, that ain't talking about the ops. And I'm from Chicago, nigga. What? How come I ain't a bad dude, right? Because, man, when you find God, none of that matter. I've been found God. Like, don't none of that matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't none of that matter to me, bro. Like, it's probably niggas out here right now hating on me. I ain't even gonna say hating. They probably don't like me. You feel me? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. I got some more videos we're gonna go over too, y'all, but we're gonna talk as we go. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pray. I pray all. Yeah, man, I pray every day, and I walk by faith after my prayer. And if I gotta pray again, I'm gonna pray again. And if we gotta pray, I'm gonna pray again. It is what it is. But more, I always walk by faith, though. I let it go. It is what it is. If it's out of my control, my wife knows my main thing is I'm gonna accept it. And I don't know about y'all, but them gray hairs looking amazing to me. Look how beautiful that look. Ew, wow. Yeah, I look like dude off of Street Volume 2 Stretch. Y'all look him up, y'all gonna laugh. It's amazing to me how they oppress you, then ask you, how are you doing? How you doing? That's like a motherfucker robbing you, right? Broad daylight, no mask on. And then after they rob you, they talking about some, you good? Like, nigga, how I'm good? That's like a motherfucker blatantly shooting at you. Duh. Walking past you like, hey, you good, bro? Did I hit you? Like, is you good? I mean, like, what is good? I mean, then you get to wondering, like, what is good? Because good might be bad to you. And if I say, yeah, I'm good, you're going to be like, yeah, he bad, because he ain't know I meant bad. Like, how the fuck you think I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? If I were you, I would have known the answer to that when I oppress someone. I'm talking about you would sit here, literally oppress me, and then pop up talking about some, hello, family. Like, this ain't The Simpsons, my nigga. Move around. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no damn statue stare contest. This ain't that, y'all. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. That's like somebody slapping somebody and then looking at them like, hey, what's up? You good? How you doing? Meanwhile, they lip busted and everything. You asking them how they doing. Well, obviously they doing bloody because they lip busted. I mean, come on now. Let me be careful though. Because maybe I'm telling people that they going to get their lip busted. Let me be careful, y'all. Because they watching me so hard, I don't know. I might get in trouble for wearing a white t-shirt. I don't fucking know. They might come at me for having an afro out. These motherfuckers watching me every day, y'all. Ain't that shit crazy? They watch me every day. Hey, what's up? Who is it, though? I know your name. You going to comment your name here? Or you just going to keep looking low-key? I feel like I know you looking, so why you ain't saying nothing? And I'm talking about these demonic systems, y'all. Expose them. When a person doesn't like you, they hating on you, because in order for them to not like you, they must be hating on you. It's something about you they wish they had, rather materialistic or personality. I mean, I know what it is. It's my personality. I feel like people dislike me because they can see, like, it ain't an amount of money that's going to change me from loving who I am. It ain't a motherfucking outfit. It ain't an outfit that I could put on right now that's going to make me feel better than I already feel with the same t-shirt that I bought. Ain't nothing that could make me change. I don't give a fuck if you buy me a Lamborghini, right? I'm going to be grateful than a mug. But one thing I learned through the struggle is when you grow to manage to make it work in your life, you will be grateful for a motherfucker giving you a pick as if they gave you $100 million, because you will be like, man, bro, what I learned is, bro, and this is what the person would come to and say, life is really life, bro. We really grateful to be alive. We don't really care for none of the cars, clothes, and all that. We don't care about that. We don't care about the finer things, the house. No, we don't care about all that. It's cool to have. It's a tool to have. But I mean, if we don't got it, we ain't gonna die. Like, it's gonna be all right. Life gonna be life. Life gonna be life, and it's gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're gonna go to some shorts. We're gonna go to some clips and things like that.
The benefactor.
Hold on. So, if you don't mind me asking you, wifey, real quick, is you in the chat? Which one? I see, what is it, the top 3? And do I start from the top? Do I start from the top? Oh, this is a good one, right? Who's that? Is that my girl, Nancy Schaefer? Oh, I thought that was a... Excuse me. Okay, we're going to start with this one. Ooh, that looks horrific. But we're going to start with this one. So now I want to address the system that has told my mother that she didn't deserve to be with me, which is the child protective system. And this video is from Fathers of Ohio, and it's called and it's titled The Truth About Child Protective Services. That is what the title of this video is, and I want to go over this because I was a victim, guys, of the system. I grew up in this system. They took me away from my parents, and I grew up 17 years in the system, foster home, foster parent, caseworker, everything you could name it. I would hate for my children to have to go through that. But, you know, I just want to kind of cover this because I want to pray over all the children that got to deal with this type of situation, because it is very bad. It is horrific. It's nothing good about it. No shape, form, and fashion good for nobody. My journey of what I'm going through with this system, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Like, let alone to see what my wife has to face. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Danny TV. Like, I wouldn't wish this on nobody. So we're going to go over, you know, some situations, you know what I'm saying? Because I know it's like, oh, what are you talking about now? Yeah, because this is the system that's watching me, y'all. I know they're going to be upset because I'm not really saying them, but they're going to be mad because I'm talking overall. But I am a father that has been doing right for so long, guys, and I just want my children back. But it seemed like, you know, this is always something, you know what I'm talking about? So let's get it cracking, y'all.
It is a big, ugly, awful, incredible story that people don't know what to do with that. Bottom line.
The court abducted my child.
10 years. 16 years.
I have the green record.
My mama went through 17 years. So I could imagine how these women feel, because even with my mom being sick right now, she is still hurt behind something that happened almost 40 years ago, Bob.
I am a licensed nurse. I take care of people, make sure my patient get well. I do teaching. I am a good mother. Presented
Crazy.
To change custody. There was no reason for them to change custody.
6 years.
There was nothing presented that would even carry any weight to change. The only thing you want to do is protect your children.
Right.
And this legal system now has put me in a place where I have no power. They put it...
You feel me? Straight up, bro. Straight up, bro. I feel your pain, brother. What you say?
The legal system now has put me in a place where I have no power.
Man, bro, I'm strong, though. I am strong, y'all. But shit, I ain't about to go punch no brick wall. You get what I'm saying, though? Y'all follow me, I'm saying? Like, I ain't about to go punch no brick wall, though. If you catching what I'm throwing at you, like, I ain't about to, like, it get to a point where y'all got to understand, like, who finna fight with y'all? Who, me? Shit, man, look, I love everything about my journey in life, but I do want y'all to understand, y'all ain't a part of the journey in my life. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all too evil, too demonic, too judgmental. Like, y'all not a part of it. So you can stay in the shadows, because that's where I want you to stay at. Stay in the shadows, back there in the back, hiding away, trying to look and peek around the corner. What is he saying now? Like, just stay like that. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to still live my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to be a father, a husband today, a black man today. And that's all that matters to me, bro. Because y'all been out here destroying fathers, destroying mothers for a lifetime. And y'all sit here under a little scope and y'all watch people and y'all try to destroy him more. Yeah, the father just farted 3 times in a row. I think he's not a fit father. Yeah, King Lou TV, he's not a fit father. He's farting. I don't think he deserves to be around his kids. No, he doesn't deserve to be around his kids. He has his afro out. His afro is out. Yeah, now his afro is out. He shouldn't be around his kids. His t-shirt with the right sleeve look a little bit longer than the left. He shouldn't be around his children. He shouldn't be around his children. Look at him. Do we got a lining? Is his hair lined up? Yeah, that's not a fit brother. This how they do y'all. This how they do us. This is how parents get done. Dealing with this type of stuff. We seeing these people. The first woman said 17 years. The other woman said 10. The other one, the man just said 6 years. I mean, what you doing? How long is it going to take? How long is it going to take? And I feel like a lot of y'all just be insecure with your outfits and your swaggery and your voices. Because a lot of y'all voices is weird. All we really need is already in us. I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't have said that no better than you just said it. I mean, a lot of people don't know the piece to the missing puzzle, but we already got it. And y'all are an example in the comments in the chat of what we need in this world to bring this world to a better place. We need unity, we need understanding, we need connection, genuine, just, hey, I want to make you a better person just as bad as you want to make me one. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But that was a good one too. She say, it be your own people. It be your own people though within these systems that you would think like, you know, you would think that somebody would pull you to the side. Hey, look, man, look. We the same. We the same. I got you. I got you, man. Don't worry about that. I got, no, it ain't like that. They look at you and they be like, maybe Massa is right about this young Kunta. You know what I'm saying? And they get to turn it into systematic. They get to turn it into different cultures within being in the same culture that they is. You know what I'm saying? How in the fuck can you keep hate going that long? That long? I don't see how people, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I give in and shit after a while. That's why I don't like when people try to say I'm a killer or a threat or a murderer or something. I give in after a while, you know. Fuck it, bro. You got it. Y'all be hating motherfuckers for 10 years straight. Like, how, damn, 10 years? You still hate me, nigga? I done just graduated college, nigga. Like, you still hate me, nigga? I'm 55. You hated me when I was 10 years old. Gee, I'm 55 now. You still hate me? Like, that's the real problem that the National Guards can't tame out here in this world. They try to send the National Guards out, but these souls, people's souls are demonic. Ain't no how National Guard gonna change that. That's why it ain't no crime stopping for real. It's still going on out here in Chicago where I'm at right now. Yeah, the ICE out here and all that. Okay, niggas still dying though out here in Iraq. They still fucking dying. Motherfuckers, do y'all hear about the crime out here? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You get fired or quit your job after a while and now another demon is resurrected in your spot to continue to hate. Yeah. The DCFS system, that's how that shit go. I remember growing up seeing these weird ass caseworkers and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at, I'm like, who is this weird ass lady in front of me? And yeah, come on over here. Come here. I'm looking like, who the fuck is this lady? You know what I'm saying? And I remember living in foster homes and shit. And I'm like, who is these people? And they was, I ain't gonna lie, the foster home I lived in, they was bad as hell in that motherfucker. They was in that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. And they was like, yeah, this your bed, this your room right here, this your spot. And right after that, they took off and just was out of control. And I was looking like, I just want my mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I was looking. You know, I was like, I want my mama. I ain't give a fuck, you know? Hold on, my bad. Yep, 17 years is a long damn time to continue hate. What in the actual fuck is really going on with these people? They hateful as hell. They really evil. I feel like the evil done got real high this year. We should look at them under a microscope now. Yeah, because that hate, it's at a point now where, wife, we gotta be careful with you know, the people we surround ourselves with now, especially on that side of on the ball game that we playing against. I don't trust them. I feel like if you would literally sit here and lie about me on my own channel, like lie about what I say on my own channel and try to push a narrative of me on like to literally harm me and, you know, getting my shorties back, I feel like you would try to kill me. I ain't gonna lie. So if anybody should be worried about being threatened or anything, I feel like I'm really afraid of y'all now. I'm not even gonna lie. But I'm not really afraid of y'all because I really fear God only. But y'all really got me really wondering, should I even be around y'all? Because like if you that hateful to the point where I don't even know, I'm talking about I don't even know why you hate me or me getting my family back. It's like what the just like these people. But let's finish going over because we got a few more videos to unpack on this too. And then I'm a you know what I'm saying? Yeah, whatever. Let's get it.
They put the power in the hands of the psychologist, the kid's attorney, the evaluator, essentially trying to take me completely
I ran into court with the idea that we were going to bring two sides before a judge and they were going to come up with a reasonable conclusion to.
Ain't that what you think though? Y'all people will really believe like, okay, if I bring this side and the proof and this and woo, yeah, no, it don't go like that. And y'all subscribe to Danny TV if y'all in here too, because she finna start cooking too.
To whatever, or the issue at hand. And I found out that it was 180 degrees from
Court mediator failed to follow the local rules and the law. She broke every single rule in the book. She doesn't read the file. She doesn't read the pleading. She doesn't know the history of,
I would say we're seeing an emergency here. These children are being damaged. They're treating like throwaway kids. They're disposable. Their welfare is disregarded.
You know and how much money you have. It doesn't have anything to do with the law. It doesn't have anything to do with justice.
Financial incentives are to keep these situations going. There's no financial incentive to settle the case. The evaluators make a ton of money. The attorneys for the minor and the family court attorneys are guaranteed payment for, if the child's 3 years old, for the next 15 years. Because they never settle
this. If a child is placed in unsupervised visitation or full custody with the person that they've identified as the perpetrator of abuse, you know instantly that their protective parent is never going to just walk away and stop fighting for this. In the family, they'll appoint an evaluator. And first it will go to court mediation. If there's enough money, they'll recommend private mediation. Typically, they'll appoint a parenting coordinator, a parenting coach, a therapist for each family member. And the amounts that these people can charge are not regulated at all.
Damn. That's crazy, y'all. That shit is crazy. Y'all see how quiet it is right now? Jesus Christ. Y'all out here making that money off my kids, boy.
And the real problem is that mediator ends up deciding your case. And that's not how the system is supposed to work.
Okay.
And so when the mediator decides your case, whoever loses is, quote, disgruntled, and they should be not because of the outcome, but because they never got mediators in Marin County who flat out lied in their reports and have been caught at it by the appellate court, and the trial courts have been reversed.
Across the United States, they say that each state has its judge, individual rogue judge, or its individual rogue court, or the whole court system is a mess, does not protect children. So it's a national and an international.
Hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars statewide off of the whole family law machine.
The family law machine. He say the family law machine. Kangaroo court, man. That's what I'm going to call it, man. Stop watching me. Because you want to watch me, I'm going to make you watch this. I'm going to make you face the reality of what you doing and what y'all doing. And this is the truth. You could say, I'm saying whatever. Make sure you do not forget to bring up that this is already on the internet. So look them up and report them too. Hey-haw.
They want the court to make those orders because those orders are what get them paid.
That's
and it's
money.
the reason.
That's money buying something we label as truth and justice, where it's not money buying truth or justice. It's money buying, in some cases, lies. Really damaging lies with long-term
No one will fix it until the people who are making policy decide to fix it. And they're not going to decide to fix it until pressure is brought to bear on them to fix it. And that pressure has to come from the public, it has to come from the press, it has to come from our elected officials, it has to come from the oversight entities, it has to come from law enforcement. That's responsible government. That's the duty of our elected officials, to make sure that the citizens of
Congress is going to eventually have to come to grips with the fact that this is a national problem.
National problem. You know what I'm saying? National problem, though. You know what I'm saying? A national problem, bro.
It isn't for moms, it isn't for dads or for children, it's for itself. It's for the court, it's for money. And whoever they can use, they're equal opportunity abusers.
Well, the volume of email that has come in the last few months has been extraordinary. This is just a sample of the correspondence we've received from viewers following our series on deadbeat parents back in February. Now, among the common themes are parents complaining of a system unwilling to budge and goes too far when parents hit hard times.
They will make you feel powerless because it is a mafia. It's nothing you can do to get through the mafia. The mafia has our children. They are illegally kidnapping children out of hospitals and schools and daycares and programs and whatever you name it. They going around here right now taking little boys and girls for some paper, making these parents do this and do that, all this and that for no reason, all because they just mad and they just hateful. Well, that's how they did my mama. I ain't grow up with my mama. The system took me away from my mama for 17 years, and they felt like, oh yeah, he good. Throw him out to the wolves. And when they done with these kids, y'all, they throw them out to the wolves. These foster parents too. My foster parent was real evil. My foster parent was a real evil. It was two white ladies. It was my foster parents, man. They was so evil. I'm talking about they was evil, right? I couldn't do nothing, man. I couldn't do nothing, bro. They used to run around calling me the little N-word and everything. And I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, I'm your foster child. How you gonna call me that? So I had a horrific experience growing up in a system with two white women foster parents. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. One of them leg was messed up. And I'm like, man, I hope, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know what I was going through. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, man, it is what it is. But every day they hated me. Every day. They wouldn't feed me. They'd make me sit on the porch. They'd do all type of stuff to me. And I'd be looking like, damn, like I started to like them. They was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they did not like me, bro. And I don't know why they didn't like me, but they hated me, bro. So I think I remember being in like 3 different foster homes for real though. Like, yeah. Or like 2 of them. And it was like 4 years here, like rest of the time now, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, these systems is destroying these kids out here, you know what I'm saying? They destroying families, they really destroying the kid though, because no matter what a person say, every child needs their mom and their father, bro. Father, Bob.
I lost my vehicle. I had my car impounded, so they arrested me, took me to the jail, and I had to get bailed out.
Derek Adams is a deadbeat dad, or so says the state of Ohio.
Right.
Deputies arrested him not once, but twice, even though the father of 3 is making child support payments.
Damn.
At the time of his divorce, Derek's monthly child support was $2,000. But last year, Derek hit hard times, taking a 40% pay cut at his job with a Cleveland bank.
You feel me?
At Derek's new pay level, the state could only garnish him $1,500 per month, leaving him just $750 to live on. But because Derek couldn't pay the full amount, he was labeled a deadbeat, thrown in jail, and his driver's license suspended.
It's a bit tough, but
I just want to say, like, how in the fuck is that? How you supposed to help them? Bro, how are y'all helping men by telling them, look, you're going to have to pay me this money. Oh, you lost your job? Oh, well, shit, you going to jail now. How much you owe? Yeah. You going to jail, and I'm going to suspend your license. Now what? I'm going to just sit in jail? What the fuck? Like, how the fuck do that even make sense? They are coming to they are coming to your house dressed up with badges and guns and briefcases, announcing that what agency they are from, saying they are there to just talk to help you. Don't open that door, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, y'all better not open them doors. Y'all better not open them motherfucking doors for the mafia. Don't open them doors, man. The mafia is the mafia, G. That's all I'm gonna say. Stay woke out there, y'all, in these streets. Let's finish unraveling the video. Things like that, Bob.
Been trying to work through it. And, of course, when they take your license away from you, it's hard to work.
Of course.
Your time on the job is in the car traveling from customer to customer.
Come on, man. The whole system is a scam, bro. It's a scam, bro. And I think y'all having fun watching a brother like me. Brother, Bob. Y'all having fun watching a brother like me, Bob, on the internet trying to act like I'm this and I'm that. Like, y'all really some scam artists, bro. Y'all some real scam artists. I do know what cyberbullying is. I do know what cyber stalking is. I know y'all probably like he ain't intelligent enough to take action from being constantly harassed and watched and mocked and everything. Don't even trip, though. Don't worry about it. That's all I'm going to say. Don't worry about it. Don't even trip, though. Because y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of scam artists. Y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of demonic, shape-shifting, demon, bot, zombie people. Straight up. And y'all need to get y'all life right. Y'all need to get y'all life right and stop watching me, bro. You watching me for what? You know what I'm saying? You watching me for what? Cause you want to be like me? What you want to be like me for, bro? My mama dying, bro. Like, you want to be like me? What you want to play with me for? Like, my mom fighting for her life right now. Who you think I want to fight with? Stop playing with me, though. Stop playing. I'm not playing with nobody out here. I'm really showing straight love because I ain't got time for all that other stuff. Leave me alone. Stop watching me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to the system that I'm talking about right now. Like, leave me alone, bro. You don't know me. I don't know you. Fall back. Go pull up on somebody that want to get into it with you, man. Talk about somebody and report somebody that want to be negative towards you and fight with you. It ain't here, champ. And I'm going to keep exposing y'all every day. You should have left me alone. I'm going to keep doing it because I know I'm not wrong. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not wrong. And I'm finna get ready to get up out of here real soon. We're going to go over a little bit more. We're going to close out with this video and a little bit, you know what I'm saying, of another video. And I'm going to go ahead. You know what I'm saying? The mafia is coming for your kids. They need to make their master rich. The judges are federal judges, even in the U.S. Even the U.S. president are all puppets and scam artists. Facts. They have a debt to pay, and they're ruining families and ruining lives to pay their debt. See, they sold their souls for the seat they sit in, and now they have debt to pay back. And don't come over here running to me trying to act like I want you to go through hell and back. I don't want you to go through nothing. I want you to go through that door right there and leave me alone. Straight up. Like, I don't want nothing to do with y'all. Straight up, bro. Let's get it cracking, Bob. Stay on topic, Lil Pookie, or whatever your name is. Or you gonna get removed.
Falsified documents, lies in court, threats, and retaliation against
parents. I'm talking about they really do this stuff, y'all. This is really what they do. This is what they do, y'all. Right here. He finna say it.
Abuse of power.
Falsified documents. Falsified documentation.
Lies in court.
I'm talking about these people literally be in court, bro. In court. Lying under oath. Not going to jail, bro. Not getting no consequences, bro.
Threats and retaliation against parents who fight back.
And retaliation against parents who fight back. So this is what they doing to me, right? Prime example. I'm a prime example of retaliation on for families to get back. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I just been doing everything I had to do, y'all. That's all, just to give y'all an update on me. Like, I've been doing everything I got to do. I'm just dealing with people who dealing with their emotions now. They dealing with their emotions now, and they don't like me. So what they doing is they like watching my channel, trying to say, oh, King Lou TV is a thug. He's pushing violence on his channel, and I'm not, y'all. Y'all ain't seen the live where I've threatened an agency, a caseworker. I've never threatened a judge. I ain't never threatened a foster parent. I ain't never threatened nobody on my channel, bro. And I never will, bro. But yet and still, right now to this day, they trying to say I'm on my channel saying that I'm going to do this and do that to them, or I'm going to harm them and harm that. These people is evil as hell out here. They watching me right now, y'all. I know y'all be like, why you always be... Bro, they're watching me right now.
Documents, lies in court, threats, and retaliation against parents who fight back. We've heard from victims, attorneys, and officials about what's going on, but we haven't heard from the social workers themselves until now. In disturbing detail, they back up many of the things.
Okay. They're dealing with their emotions because the universe is tormenting them. When the devil tells them to pay back what he gave them, they live in misery every day of their lives, so they destroy good families, of course. And she finna go live real soon, y'all. I think like in another, few minutes, she's finna go live, and I'm finna finish cooking up and get up out of here. But let's finish this video. I think it's what, FOMO. I'm probably gonna be like under 10 minutes, y'all. And you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Things we've reported. Families are harassed and workers are pressured, all in an effort to boost adoption numbers. Because she would not ignore a half dozen allegations of abuse in this foster home, a state social worker was fired.
I did what I felt like I had to do. It was the right thing to do, and I stand by the complaint.
Because Pat Moore of Ellesmere, Kentucky knew she was right, she filed a lawsuit. And last month, the state paid her $380,000 to settle it. When she found that two foster parents had criminal records, a son living there with multiple felonies, and a convicted sex offender visiting and sometimes caring for the children, she refused to arrange an adoption. Her CPS supervisors responded with this memo recommending the adoption should proceed quickly.
Our theory is that the basis for this is the tie to the federal money. That every time a child is not placed in a home, the state of Kentucky, through its cabinet, is losing federal money.
It's an allegation we've seen many times in our 3-year-long investigation of Kentucky CPS, that instead of trying to bring families together, the cabinet forces adoptions to earn more federal bonus money. And it apparently started in 2004 when adoptions in Kentucky ballooned to
hold on. So that's why y'all keep following me and watching me and trying to tell you I'm doing this and say that, man. Look at you go, girl. You go, boy. You look at y'all. I done figured y'all out. Y'all doing all this shit for some money, man. Y'all doing all this shit for some money, man. Because if they come back, you ain't going to be able to pay for that car note. You trying to make sure they go over there because that's where you want them at so you can get that paper. But when the wrath come for you, leave me alone and leave me out of it. And I pray that y'all make it to 2026. And if y'all want to know why I say that, why does he say that? That is so threatening. That is so woo-woo. I said that because in the other one of my lives, whatever, right? It was a young man that was speaking about the wrath of God. Keyword, the wrath 2026. I say that because the wrath of God is amongst us in this world, and I'm untouched and I look so good and so handsome because God is within me. So I'm not worried about that. I'm not out here doing bad to people. Even though y'all want me to be bad because y'all bad, I'm not. So I don't have to worry about no wrath or none of that because I'm good to people. I'm a good person. Y'all, on the other hand, y'all bad to people. Y'all bad to me and my family. And this black, strong woman, that's my wife. Straight like that.
While the federal bonus money more than doubled from $452,000 the year before to more than $1 million.
Damn! Y'all ass getting that moolah, pola, fola. Y'all ass getting paid on cheese.
And doubled from $452,000 the year before to more than $1 million.
Statistics. The cabinet puts pressure on statistics because federal money and state money come from statistics.
This former state social worker is so afraid of retaliation on her family by the cabinet, she asked us to conceal her identity.
You get praised. The cabinet praises you for terminating rights and adopting the kids out immediately.
She says the concerted effort to take children away and put them up for adoption was so brazen, she actually saw someone successfully place an order for children.
Someone could not have a child and wanted a child, so within the community, this certain person saw a family that was in distress, was having a hard time, and relayed to workers that they would like those children.
Damn.
And that's exactly what has happened.
And this former CPS...
Damn. Y'all giving them to y'all cousins and y'all sisters and shit. So for the money, they sold their soul for to continue paying their bills. Yep, they have to face God's wrath. That's all. They are paying their bills and paying the devil at the same time. Yep. They ain't nothing but a bunch of walking sisters. I'm sure y'all have nightmares for stealing our children. Of course, that's why they keep watching us and they so scared of us. This really why y'all scared of us. Because y'all know y'all wrong and y'all hoping that one day we don't turn evil like y'all. Well, you can keep hope alive because we not.
Supervisor, who also fears retaliation, says if an order for a child was delayed or denied, her supervisors would roll in and try to overturn local decisions.
This one family was promised a child, and when it happened that the child was going to be reunified with the parent, they called our regional office. Our regional office came down on our county. They harassed the birth parents and that kind of thing because they didn't agree.
Look, I'm a walking testimony of the video I just showed y'all. I am, y'all, with the child support system and the DCFS system, y'all. I'm being harassed. I'm being stalked. They're watching me now. They watch all my videos. They try to twist my words around. They say I do that. This is really going on in real time. Slavery is still here. It has never went away, guys. So thank y'all for coming today, man. I'm going to go ahead and go over this last visual, this last video. And we're going to close out with this, man. I just want to say God bless y'all to all the evil people that's within the system that's watching me, that see this. God bless y'all. I love y'all, man. And I just want y'all to find God one day and turn y'all life around. Because the way y'all going ain't good for y'all. I don't think that's going to turn out good. Same thing I want to say to the young brothers that's gangbanging. Like, y'all neck and neck with them. Like, it's not going to turn out good for you. It's not, bro. I'm sorry. I'm just calling a spade, G. I'm not sitting here going over what y'all do in that system to make y'all feel bad or make y'all afraid. I'm going over this because y'all gotta stop, bro. Y'all destroying families out here. That's been going, the tradition that's been going on, that's been embedded in the system for how long? You know what I'm saying? They called the police on us for having a strong attachment to our child after an overnight visitation with them. Like, come on now. This stuff is deep, y'all. Be careful in these hospitals y'all go to. Be careful to these doctor's office y'all go to. I don't care where you at. Watch your surroundings. And this is to all the parents out there that face situations like their child may hurt themselves or whatever. It could be careful going to these hospitals, y'all, because they'll take your child, even if it was something that normally happened to kids, like they probably hurt themselves or whatever the case may be. Be careful out here, y'all. All these people sold their souls for money and are miserable daily. But the same people, though, right? The same people Y'all gotta understand, these people out here in these foster care, like these people out here killing babies and stuff, man. This is my last video, and we're gonna get out of here. Hit that like button if you got this far. Hit that subscribe button if you got this far, man. Straight up. On my soul. The mafia, bro. The mafia, Bob. Hold on. I ain't playing with y'all. Stop playing with me. Let's get it cracking.
In the loss.
This is a young baby that died behind the hands of a foster care agency, I would say, DCFS, whoever it was. It was from the hands and the doings of people that's supposed to be allegedly taking care, and they're also the same folks that sit here and watch me, and you know what I mean? Yeah. Allegedly, right? Yeah. I'm smart.
Stemming from the 2017 death of a toddler in Joliet Township.
Right, it was Children's Home and Aid.
Found stuffed in the family's couch.
Now, as WGN Shannon Halligan tells you, the organization in charge of protecting the little girl is being held at least partially responsible. Shannon?
Yeah, well,
right.
Next week marks the 5-year anniversary of the death of 17-month-old Samaja Crosby. No one has been criminally charged in the little girl's death, but the attorney representing the girl's estate said the settlement hopefully sends a message and prevents this from happening to any other child. On April 24th, 2017, a caseworker from Children's Home and Aid visited Samaja Crosby's...
Exactly. You said what? Who? From where?
2017, a caseworker from Children's Home and Aid visited...
Exactly. From Children's Home and Aid. The same people that watch me 24/7, that swear up and down, I'm a systematic black man that's a thug.
Samaja Crosby's home. CHA was contracted by the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services to ensure the safety and well-being of children.
Look at the young, beautiful princess right here that lost her life behind a partially blamed agency that should have been blamed fully, because I thought that you were supposed to take the child or do whatever to protect them, to keep them, you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, whatever. They all the same to me. Shit, they all the same. DCFS, the demonic systems is who I'm talking about, is what I was trying to say.
Was the 41st time since the previous September that a caseworker went to the Joliet Township home. The next day, the 17-month-old was reported missing. After an extensive search...
After the caseworker just came from visiting, all of a sudden the baby missing?
Samaja's body was found stuffed beneath the family's couch in the cramped, filthy home. Chicago attorney J. Paul Deratani filed a lawsuit for Samaja's estate. In an earlier interview, Deratani said more should have been done to remove Samaja from the home before she died.
There were so many warnings to Children's Home and Aid and to DCFS, frankly, that this child was in danger.
And they ain't do nothing.
The floor was disgusting.
Because they don't do nothing. They don't do nothing. All they do is just watch people and be ignorant and nothing but a bunch of miserable men and women working in an establishment that ain't about nothing. It's a bunch of losers. Yeah. Yeah. Who on what? You on drugs. Yeah, stop playing with me. Y'all really crazy out here, bro. Children's Home and Aid, like murder home and aid. Y'all out here murdering babies. Now, I mean, y'all trying to say I'm a thug. Well, damn, y'all done killed the baby. I'm a threat? Shit, if anything, y'all the motherfucking threats. Shit, I should be goddamn, shit, y'all the threats. Shit, I ain't going. Obviously, it's clear as day. Y'all some motherfucking killers. Mafia killers. Like, come on, bro.
Roaches on the wall. The place was condemnable.
I'm not judging the home and the living space of these people because I don't know their story. I don't know. I wouldn't live dirty, though, but let's keep going.
And they knew it and should have known it.
Now 5 years since Samaja's death, the civil case has been settled for almost $6.5 million.
Oh, hold on. Let's show that, y'all, because I want them to see this one. Yo, look at that. Ooh. I'm just going over something that people should be aware of, bub. The killing of a baby settled out, you know, what it say? What it say? Deceased, bro. Come on, bro. A what? Nah, yeah. Yup. I did it.
In a statement, Deratani said, in part, no amount of money can possibly bring Samaja Crosby back.
It can't.
But we hope that organizations such as Children's Home and Aid, as well as other contractors with the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services, will abide by their contractual obligations to provide the best possible care for children.
It's blood on y'all
There
hands.
is no reason Samaja had to die, and the money that will go to her brothers and sisters will never ease the pain.
It never will.
No one has been criminally charged in Samaja's death, but
look at the beautiful young lady, man. Oh, man, this is sad, bro. Look what y'all did, man. Y'all, look at the threats, man. Listen, look at what the threats done did, man. Look at what y'all done did, man. I got to get out of here because I got to let my wife cook, man. But look at what y'all done did, bro. Look what y'all doing, man. Look at what y'all did, bro. Y'all bogus, man. Y'all bogus as hell, bro. This young, sweet, innocent baby, bro. Y'all bogus as hell, man.
Deratani hopes CHA at least learns from their mistakes. As one of the
On my soul,
supervisors
she do.
admitted, they took on too many cases and were overworked, and that is a problem.
Oh, well, split it up. Y'all talking about too many cases. Split the cases up or do something. Shit. How y'all don't know what to do? Y'all know how to watch motherfucker and say they saying something, but you don't know what to do. You got too many cases. Well, goddamn it, lighten the caseload. But that's just like me playing basketball, making it to the NBA, saying, damn, 82 games? I got to play 82 games? Motherfucker, I signed up to be a basketball player. What I expect? What you expect signing up to be a caseworker? Do your fucking job. Y'all need to do y'all jobs and stop fucking killing babies and trying to make false lies about motherfuckers.
DCFS should monitor the amount of cases they give to a private organization, and
For real.
a private organization should not accept cases unless they can provide all services and comply with all DCFS regulations. We can only
Common
hope
sense.
that more cases like Samaja Crosby's do not occur in the future.
Come on, bro.
Deratani also
Hopefully.
said that DCFS should have had greater
I think my
control
case
of
worse
their
than that.
contractors, and that they are continuing to pursue a case in the Court of Claims against DCFS. Live in the newsroom, Shannon Halligan, WGN News.
I'm out of here. This is specifically to y'all as steady watching me, because I got some closing remarks for y'all. This is for y'all that's steady fucking watching me, a part of that system and that team over there that keep playing with me. I just want to let y'all know the only retaliation that you should be afraid of or be preparing for is God's wrath. Because I ain't going to do shit to you, buddy. I ain't going to say shit to you. Stop talking to me. You watching me and all that shit, tell your people and your workers and all of y'all over there to leave me the fuck alone and stop talking to me and stop trying to speak to me. Just leave me alone. You miserable motherfuckers. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out of here. God bless y'all. Love y'all. We cooking up. We booking up. Danny TV finna go live. So y'all stay tuned and stay broomed. Whatever, man. All right. I'm out of here.